easiest thing to do is just to bring you guys together and say the fight will definitely be on December 18 and we carry on as normal. And I'm going to hand you over now to Michael. And I guess the first question I would ask Michael on behalf of the press, why is it that you want to go on with this? Because I imagine it's been a massive shock to the system for you.
Look, it was a tough day. Probably one of the hardest things I had to face in my boxing career. Me and Dwight were close. We shared the ring many a times. As young kids growing up, and it was a tragic day. It was a sad day. But for me, my main focus is December 18. It never crossed my mind to not fight Jeff. We definitely want this fight. We're training harder than ever, and fitter than ever. So for me, like I said, we're switched on. The grieving part's done. Now it's fight time.
Have you heard much at all from the family and friends of Dwight, and what's their attitude towards what's happened?
I've had a lot of been shown a lot of love and support from everybody, especially from Dwight's family. They've been great. They've helped me get through it a lot. And like I said, for me now, my main focus is December 18. And I said we'll rock up ready to go.
With your preparation for the fight, it obviously would have had an impact.
Not at all. There was no pause in our training. I was literally up, as sad as it was. The next morning we were up and training and doing what we had to do. For us, like I said, we're focused. This is a big fight and a must-win for us. And like I said, we had no pause in our preparation.
I'd like now just to turn to Jeff Horn, because obviously there are two fighters in the ring who are affected by this. Jeff, when you heard the news, what was going through your head?
Yeah, I was devastated for Dwight's family. He's got kids, he's got a wife and things like that. So it really hits home for me when I've got that, and to think, boxing's no mugs game, I guess, and you've really got to go in there 100%, and sometimes accidents can happen, which happened to Dwight, and I guess it did scare us. Like what's happening, thought about Michael, how he would be feeling, and I thought that would be a hard thing, and thought to give him time to go whether he wants to fight on. I had no idea the circumstances of what the sparring session, what exactly happened, but from what I know, it was nothing to do with Michael's fault, and I guess if he's happy to fight on, I'm happy to fight on too.
So what happens for you now?
We'll just keep training. I've been training since, and it's been hard. The body's tired. Getting ready for this one. Glenn's pushing me through my paces. Dundee's pushing me through my paces. We're all working towards that December 18 date.
We're going to need more than fitness this fight, boys. We need some boxing ability. That's why we're super confident with Michael. I'll say, me personally, their only chance was the first fight. Second fight, when Michael knows he's got your measure, this man is a very hard man to stop.
Better than the Jeff Horn that
Maybe
walked out
fitness.
on August 31.
Boxing, we can't fix fundamentals.
Not only fitness, technical skill as well.
Fix it. You don't know it.
By the way, I know last time we got a little bit things got a little bit agitated, so I brought a couple of Snickers here today just to make sure.
He likes Cadbury's anyway.
Need to chill out. We've got the Snickers there for the whole team. If we need this, there's a few here, so we've covered all bases. But
people that know boxing know you cannot fix fundamentals overnight. Jeff, if you come and spend an hour or in our team, you'll learn more than you have your whole career with Glenn.
Yeah, I think you'll find I've forgotten probably more about boxing than you know. I've been involved in the fight game. I started when I was 12. I've been doing this for 50 years, not only boxing, but every form of combat, both armed and unarmed. I've worked on doors, I've done bodyguard work, I've done every single aspect, have competed extensively, fought the very best. And certainly one thing I can say is, as far as technical skill goes, there is nothing that we aren't aware of, that we haven't covered, that we haven't addressed. So I'm not concerned about the technical side of things. Yes, it takes time to reprogram, but as I said, and as far as hunger goes, the mongrel that I'm starting to see in Jeff Horn now is he literally is a junkyard dog.
Lucky.
Michael, what are you doing differently for this one at all, if anything?
Like I said, he'll find out on the day. I'm so confident. And, like I said, we're working on things. I'm super strong. I'm hurting people in sparring. I'm just another beast, literally. And when I'm confident, I can't be beaten. I'm mixing it with light heavyweights. I'm on another level. It's not a rematch. It's just a replay of the first fight.
I see you shaking your head, Michael. You're hearing the same thing again, aren't you?
I let them say what they want to say. I'll talk with my hands like I did the first fight. They can say whatever they want to say. Like I said, they'll soon see again, December 18. I told you, it will be Jeff Horn's last fight. But it's good. Then he can enjoy his life. He's done great for the sport. He can enjoy it with his family. But he will retire December 18. Mark my words.
With due respect to what's happened recently in your life, is there a portion of you that's going to honour and try and help you achieve what you want to achieve to honour that family?
Of Dwight, of course, this fight will definitely be in honour of Dwight and his family. We've addressed this before though, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But my main focus is December 18. Like I said, I'm so switched on.
Michael, will you go to Dwight's funeral?
Oh yeah, I will be attending. I will be attending Dwight's funeral, show my respects, show my love. Like I said, me and Dwight were good mates. We've been sparring since we were 13, 14 years old. So I'll definitely show my love and support there. And again, December 18, that's what we're focusing on.
Will that interrupt your training?
Not at all. I was up 4:30 this morning training. I don't think Jeff Horn was doing that. I knew I had to come here. This is spanners in the work for our training camp. I was up early, 4:30 in the morning training. They don't understand. They can't. How can you beat somebody that just isn't going to doesn't give up? That doesn't take no for an answer. You can't. You can't beat that person. And I'm that person. And like I said, I'm relaxed. I'm calm. It's going to be scary for their team. I'm telling you.
Michael, we can't fathom what you went through with what happened. But really, there was no second where you went maybe no. You always just went. You're going for the fight. You never considered 1 second that it wasn't going to happen.
Always fighting. This is my job. This is my life. I eat, sleep, and breathe boxing. Again, it was so sad to be there when it all happened. But again, the sparring session obviously ended, and the next morning we're up, we're training, and doing what we had to do. We move forward in life. And that's what we had to do. It was so tough. And without the love and support I got from everybody, it would have been a lot harder. So I appreciate everyone that reached out and showed me their love.
Are you sure you've allowed time to grieve? You said you started straight back to training. This is something pretty serious that you have to do.
I just surrounded myself with my loved ones and my team. Without them, it would have been difficult. And we're a real positive bunch, a strong bunch. And like I said, we're just staying as mentally switched on as we can. And we're just moving forward.
Jeff, how do you feel about being the underdog? I guess it was a big motivation when you beat Pacquiao. Do you feel the same going?
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely the underdog for this one. There's no way anyone could take that first fight away from Michael and what he deserves. So he deserves to be favourite, and he's confident now, which he should be. So everything to him, but I'm happy being underdog. As you said, I've fought my best fights as the underdog, and coming in as that is not going to bother me at all.
Do you think you've got a bit of an advantage being back home in Brisbane because you haven't lost a fight here yet?
Yeah, definitely. I guess the stats don't lie, and I haven't lost a fight in Brisbane yet. And I did want to fight at Brisbane. Wanted my own home environment. Makes me a lot more relaxed and not travelling away and having to deal with all those things. So being at home, being here at Brisbane, where I normally fight, is going to be definitely an advantage for myself.
I think on that basis is